And welcome back to the Games Tavern. Grab yourselves an ale, take a seat by the fire as we spin the tales of dirty deeds. If you're watching us here live on Twitch or you're catching us over on YouTube, make sure you go ahead, follow, subscribe, push the notification bell, leave a comment, chat with us, let us know how we're doing. It helps the show, other shows here at the Games Tavern, as well as everybody in the back. This way we can have a little bit more entertainment for you in the long run. Before we go ahead and recap where we left off last week, friends, go ahead and regale everyone here with your knowledge for us, please.
Well, first we want to remind you that if you have Twitch Prime or if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, and you can subscribe to the Games Tavern by simply using your Twitch Prime subscription, which you get every month. If you subscribe to the Games Tavern, you get access to our sub-only emotes and the subscriber-only channel on the TGT Discord, and it supports all of us here in Dirty Deeds, as well as all of the other wonderful shows that are going on. So please consider clicking the button, and remember to come back next month if you would like to support us again with your Twitch Prime membership.
Yes, sir. Humongous thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring the show. You can check out the link in chat and check it out for yourself. Shard Tabletop is the place to play 5th edition games. You can access rules, adventures, different supplements. It also has a whole bag of different digital tools like character builders and character sheets, as well as tools you can use in-game for both DMs and for players. We think so highly of Shard Tabletop that it is the official VTT of the Games Tavern. And to make it even better, you can follow the link in chat and use the promo code TGTShard20 and save 20% on all subs.
And Echo, why don't you go ahead and let them know about a little giveaway we got going on today? Sure. We haven't done a giveaway for a little while.
I know it's been quite some time.
But
tonight we are giving away an epic character avatar fantasy starter bundle and 3, not 1 or 2, but 3 free packs from Overhead Games. Type !epic once you see the notice in the chat, and the raffle will be live. You must be a follower to enter, and you must be present in chat for the staff to contact you to win. We will continue to take entries until the end of the stream when we pick a winner.
All right, and with that, grab a nice comfy seat, have your ale at hand, and we'll regale the tale of the Fallen Star Company, who very recently have made a trek across the dreaded Mournlands, the blasted ruins of old country of Seer, and finally emerged 2 months after their journey began, finding themselves at a Gold Dragon encampment, a small place set up for refugees escaping from the chaos. They were able to broker a train after receiving some fairly disturbing news about an attack of Warforged on the 12, a conglomerate of the different dragon-marked houses of Corvair, who do research and try to help enhance the magical technology across the country. This attack left one of our adventurers fairly downtrodden as he destroyed old crates and stuff behind the inn. Can't imagine who that was, now could you?
Karen's always so emotional.
You know, with this outrage, however, one of the conductors, I guess you would call them, of the Lightning Rail train offered to go ahead and make an early run down to Gather Hold to bring our group of adventurers down there with expeditious haste in order for them to gain further knowledge as to what is transpiring. As they all attempted to get some sleep and some rest after their long excursion before the train took off, haunting dreams again hounded our adventurers. As bonded ancestors arrived, visions of family, lost loved ones being tortured by fire, and witnessing their friends being converted from their normal selves, souls ripped out into Warforged. And then an agreement was struck between Ro and a dark figure with the promises of power to help save her friends from the impending doom. After these dreams, they woke up not feeling much better than before they rested. They all boarded the train, finished their resting on a quick 4-hour jaunt down to the city of Gatherhold, a community, the capital, which is the capital of the Talenta Plains. However, it is the gathering of the multitude of halfling tribes and traveling merchants, as well as the headquarters of House Galanda, those who have the mark of the House of Hospitality. As they arrived on train, they exited to see a small group of people waiting for people coming off of the train, as if waiting for loved ones or friends who had been lost long ago. When Echo looked out and saw her mother standing there, tears streaking down her face, Echo ran out and embraced her mother, not having seen her in several years, long before the day of mourning. As they embraced, Echo looked at her mother and asked where her father was. And that is where we left last session. As rain now starts to fall on Gatherhold late in the evening, close to 10 p.m., as the train did take a late run back down to help expedite this. Echo, your mother looks deep into your eyes with tears streaking down her cheeks. Perhaps it'd be best if we headed home and we can discuss your father. Your friends are more than welcome to join, of course.
It's a simple question. Where is he?
Let us not talk here.
I just look around to how far away is everyone?
So they're all probably about 10 feet or so behind you.
Okay. I'll just motion for them to come over. I'm like, I don't understand. Why can't you just tell me?
In private.
Do we hear her say that kind of stuff, like not here and anything like that?
Yeah.
Can I do a quick just perception check on the platform? Does it look like any shifty characters around or something like that?
Go
something
ahead.
she would be weary of?
Go ahead, give me a perception check.
That's a 19 on the die, makes that a 26.
Okay. With the 26, you do see a small figure kind of darting through the crowd a little bit, as if he's heading hastily away from the platform. You don't catch much of him, but you do catch a small glimpse of a halfling-sized individual.
I think your mother is right, Echo. Perhaps conversations can be had in private.
Okay. Well, before we go, I guess I should introduce you all.
Oh, yes.
Mom, everyone, this is my mother. Her name is Evo.
She kind of she bows towards you.
Mom, these are my friends, and kind of like my family, because it's been a while. I've been spending some time with them, and this is Ro. She's kind of awkward with her feelings, but she means well.
You don't have to tell people.
This is Tyrion. Don't let the flourishes fool you. He's got a big heart. And this is House Saris. He's got a really cool accent, and he's really smart. And this is Steel. He makes really cool things for all of us, and has Biscuit.
Well, I have heard about you all, of course.
Oh, you have?
Why? Yeah, news of the Fallen Star Company and what you all did in New Seer has reached us out here.
Oh, I didn't expect it to go that far.
Well, when you keep your ear to the ground for things, you catch certain things. we're all well aware of who you all are. We knew you went into the Mournlands, and at this point, we kind of thought. And at this point, she starts kind of leading you down, away from the.
Oh, we're following her.
Yeah, well, so you're not really able to follow her because she's got her arm wrapped around your shoulder, and kind of holding you in close to her.
Mom, you're embarrassing me.
I just want to say when I'm introduced, I do
You
a small
flourish.
flourish. I do a flourish and bow. You know, like one of those I guess how to say princes when they just come and just they roll their cape and my lady. Yeah, I do that. I do that.
I cringe and give
Like,
kind
what
of
are you doing? It's like, we don't do that here.
I nod like an adult in a normal conversation and greetings.
Greetings.
things.
Okay. So she leads you through the conglomerate of different tents, some made of canvas, some made of different animal hides. You do pass a large open area that is just filled with different carts and stuff, which is very clearly a marketplace for traveling merchants and stuff. All of which at this hour, plus with the rain, they are all closed at the moment. However, after about a 20-minute walk, you do enter an area of what looks to be almost a residential area in a way. Different huts and tents set up. You can clearly tell some of them have some leather tanning racks outside, or they got fish hanging and drying outside. Different odors and aromas coming through vented roofs as you pass through. And she eventually brings you to a small, modest dwelling. And she invites you all in through the animal hide kind of flap that is the entrance of this. You walk into a small, probably about a 40-foot wide dwelling. A small little campfire in a way in the center with a large pot on it. The smell of fish and fruits and stuff coming from crates off to the side. See a small hay bed laying on the floor with some various pelts covering it for blankets. A small table over in the corner and a couple
Does
benches.
it look like it's a bed for one person, or?
It is a bed for two. And not much else. The floor of this small hut is lined with various different animal hides to help have that little separation between the ground. And she kind of gestures to all of you. She's like, I know it's not much. I know, but please make yourselves at home. As she starts leaning over to start getting a fire going in the middle of the pit.
Mom, how long have you been here?
We've been here about almost 2 years. We came here to sell some stuff. And we happened to be here in Gather Hold on the day of mourning. So we got lucky, and we were never able to make it back home. But we felt lucky. It's been close to 2 years now. We pretty much got ourselves established here.
So you were here the whole time and you didn't think to look for me?
We didn't know where you were. We said we had sent you out to the plains when you were younger, and we went and checked there, but you weren't there anymore.
But I thought you would have at least tried to look elsewhere, or sent word or something.
I'm sorry, dear. We thought maybe you might have been in Seer when it happened. Until we saw news of what happened in New Seer, and we saw your name, and then we found out you were heading this way. And so we've been waiting ever since. I've been going to that train station every day waiting for you.
I'm not gonna lie, it kind of hurts that you didn't look for me though.
Well, there was a lot going on here with the refugees and your dad's work and
But you
trying-
prioritized your work and refugees over your own daughter.
you see a tear start to kind of fall down her face.
I didn't know what happened to you guys either. I mean, it was only thanks to my friends here that we decided to see you. So I guess we can consider ourselves even, because I took it upon myself to honor you guys in trying to help others, thinking that that's what you would want. But I'm the kid. I thought it would be your responsibility to look for me, not the other way around.
Well, in all honesty, your father wasn't too happy with what you took.
So you punished me?
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Tyrion eyebrows raised. He's listening. I'm listening.
Oh, so you think
that's a
just
little bit
me
stronger.
like maybe perishing in the moorlands was punishment enough makes up for me taking something to defend myself?
She kind of turns away from you and goes over and starts pulling some fish out of a barrel.
I kind of just walk away to kind of cool off because I'm starting to see little light red, just kind of really annoyed.
I'll go to her wherever she's going.
Same.
You good?
You have a lovely home. This is.
Yep. Parents
Yeah.
staying in the house side.
Making awkward
Yeah.
small talk.
I think, yeah, in all honesty, it's a little bit of like, is there anything we can do to help? Steel is gifted with his machinations, but also is a whiz in the kitchen. And I can boil water pretty efficiently.
Let us make you a meal.
Well,
We
you
owe you that.
see she's got, as she turns around, she's got like a bunch of potatoes and some carrots and some stuff in her hand. You can tell she was clearly about to try to make like a stew or a quick stew for you guys.
Oh, sit. Oh, I'll handle that all. Come on. Oh, just.
So she kind of, she very kind of sheepishly almost hands it over to you and goes and kind of plops down on the bedded area and just leans forward and puts her face in her hands.
So tea first. Okay. Start some water boiling. And
I'm gonna
let's
step
see.
out to get some air, and I'm like it's with Ro and with Tyrion, I guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna just start
push
Mary
the
Poppins and crap out of the.
hide away.
Actually, yeah, can I actually say, like, sensing the tension rising and stuff, and like seeing Echo leave, say, Echo, will you take the others and go and retrieve Ignar from the boxcars and bring him back here?
Yeah, sure. It's 20 minutes away. Why didn't we bring him with us?
That's what I'm wondering. We left him alone. Don't tell him that we left.
Okay.
I wasn't aware that he was being left behind.
I know. I thought we would have brought him
Yep.
with us.
You guys just kind of walked off.
Oh my god.
Don't tell
was-
him. Okay.
It was
I
the
couldn't
hype,
even if I wanted to.
it was the hype of your mom being there.
Some hype. Sorry. Let's go.
Okay, so the three of you are departing to go recover your hover horses and the fire elemental Ignar, leaving your mom at the house with Halceris and Steel. Okay.
As an aside, I would not have left him on the car.
Yeah, I thought-
So they were still unloading and everything. at
Right,
that point.
I was helping unload at least one of them when
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
transpired. So he's unloaded. We just didn't,
We had to see.
Or
We had to see
fire
if
him
there
up.
was. We had to see if there was parking here before we brought him with.
Yeah. What's the
Street
parking
parking,
situation like?
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't want to scare
not
the
gonna-
locals.
Yeah, we're not gonna leave him on the street.
Yeah, I
There's
wouldn't want to
Rhea.
get towed away.
So
I
it is
had
kind
to
of
see
a
what the meters were like.
it is kind of a tight fit, but there
Bring
is
on
enough
back.
space. There's enough space for you to kind of have him outside of the little hut.
And Taryn's not driving. Sorry.
Just try and stop me, old man.
You're
Okay.
older than him.
So we will start with the trio of children.
Children.
I'm a man.
So yeah, I'm
We're
gonna
adults.
kind of jog to, like
You sure are, buddy. You sure are.
You go, big guy.
jog to catch up with Echo, who's like quite a bit taller than I am.
Very much taller.
Everyone's taller than I am. Okay, whatever. And so I'm gonna get to her and kind of just, you all right?
Honestly, I don't know. How could they not look for me? I felt guilty for looking for them. Because was pushing everything else away from us. But I thought it would be the right thing to do. Why wouldn't they feel the same way? I just don't get it. I mean, they already pushed me off to go to the Talenta Plains. I knew it was part of like the family tradition or whatever, so I went. But you didn't even think to like look for your own kid after the world falls apart? And just assume she's dead?
I wish
Maybe
I
you
had.
shouldn't have come back.
No, that's not true. You wanted to know. You couldn't have lived with not knowing.
And
Right.
they could?
I don't know. Family sucks sometimes.
Telling me.
Tell me about it.
And she
I'm
won't even
just-
tell me where dad is. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I have
I'm happy to see her. I really am. Like, I know I'm being really ungrateful right now, and it's just, why is she being so like secretive and just? Ugh, I don't know. I haven't seen her in a while, so maybe.
Not ungrateful to be confused or hurt. You can be grateful and still feel those things.
Yes.
Aaron, what are you doing while they're having this conversation? Because you're part of this group too.
Yeah, I'm like 5 feet behind of them. I'm just listening. I'm gonna let Ro handle the heavy emotional
Okay.
stuff right now. So what I'm actually while listening to the conversation and interjecting here and there, I want to look around to see if I recognize any shady situations, any markings that I may recognize, places that where it may be
Okay.
not illegal but more shady dealings happen.
Give me a perception check.
I gave you a perception check. Gave you a great old perception check.
Be all the perception check you want.
Yeah, 24. I perceive this town.
Okay. So as you start approaching the marketplace, you start noticing on some of the more permanent structures, some of the like the lamp posts and stuff like that throughout this area, you start noticing some thieves' camp. So a couple sayings within the thieves' camp kind of stick out to you. One of them is order the specials.
Okay.
And the other one says copper is key.
All right. What is my dog doing? Copper is key and order the specials.
Order the specials.
All right. Does that mean in a restaurant? What is at shops? What is going on?
He's just gonna walk around going, "Can I have this special?"
All I have is copper.
Yeah. I honestly couldn't tell you what that means. I don't know.
So is that all I see? I don't see anybody ducking around in a corner anywhere.
At this
No?
point, no. So at this point, the rain is starting to come down very heavy.
Oh, it's been raining. I forgot.
Yeah, so it started raining as soon as you all got off the train. Thunder starting rumbling off in the distance.
All right.
Rowan,
I just
Echo,
kind of
you-
go quiet in and out,
Okay.
and I just like thinking about what I've said so far, and I'm like, and she said, "Dad's mad at me, or was angry at me for taking what I took, and so that's why they didn't bother looking at me, like looking for me." I don't get their logic.
Oh. Let's say we find out when we get back. I have a few questions of my own.
That aside, I think that you have every right to ask those questions.
Yeah, but they're defending their actions, like, "Oh, you took something of ours, so we're not very pleased with you. So we'll just assume you're dead." It's probably easier that way. Just go save the refugees because they're more important than your own kid, I guess.
It might have been easier. It might have been less painful for them somehow. I don't. I'm just saying, be angry all you want, but don't let that stand in the way of your family. I mean, figure out what happened before you make any decisions.
Yeah, I guess you're right. All right, let's just get back. I guess I'm assuming we found.
Yep.
Ignorant
So
by now.
yeah, by this point you've gotten the bikes and you're slowly bringing them back. You're kind of having to weave through because they're not really used. I mean, there's spaces for horses and carts to come in and out through the
I'll
market.
just like try and distract myself, and I'll be like, "Ignore, you probably can't understand me, so we totally didn't forget you. Just kind of got distracted. But welcome to Gatherhold, I guess." Shut up.
Okay, so Steele and Halceris, while the trio is on their way, what are you two doing with Evo back at the house?
I will be taking whatever ingredients that we have available. I'm gonna try to make something, something good. We got potatoes and carrots and whatnot. Why not? Let's try to make some gnocchi. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Brown butter sauce with some carrots. Ooh.
Yeah, and like maybe a caramelized bourbon. I'm pretty sure that the
Alchemist jug.
is there, yeah, the alchemist jug doesn't have a liquor setting.
So I'm gonna say yes. So you can get 5 ounces worth of a spirit.
Damn.
Whiskey. We're gonna do some brown sugar and whiskey glazed carrots, and some gnocchi with with like a garlic butter sauce.
So at some point while you're doing this, or Halceris, what are you doing this time?
I think I will take the. I think Steele probably has tea in pouches because we've been traveling enough. So while he is doing that, I will use my water boiling skills and put on the pot for all of us.
Okay.
And then I will take a cup and I will bring it to Evo, and I will give one to her, and then I will sit down across from her and say,
Okay.
Your daughter is a magnificent person.
She kind of takes the cup and she's just staring at it. And you can see that her hands are shaking a lot right now. I was told not to go looking for her.
You were told.
Her father did not want me to go looking for her.
It is. The morning was treacherous for all of us. Trying to find loved ones after the morning has been. Not everyone made it out. What is your husband's name?
Talon.
Hell.
He went looking for her once. And when he came back, he said there was no sign of her. But what he did find, he said that we needed to stop looking.
Did he mention what he found?
He would not tell me. But by the look in his eyes, I knew it wasn't good.
I'm going to grab my holy symbol real quick and give myself a guidance because I want to try to comfort this person.
Okay.
And I will say to her, your daughter has a boundless strength that she has put to good use helping people. She has defended them from great harm, and she has done incredible feats with her prowess. All of that is dwarfed by the size of her heart and the depth of the love that she shows.
You see more tears just start falling down her cheeks at this point.
2 years, I will put a hand to her hand. Say, 2 years is a long time to be apart. Reunions are not always as picture perfect as we imagined them over and over in our heads. Things are not what we wish they would be, but she is here, and you were there waiting for her. This is a place to start.
Give me a persuasion roll with advantage.
Yes, Halceris, any good at persuasion? He's not terrible. Let's hope.
Not
for our
terrible.
goodness. Oh, that advantage is definitely going to help. Oh my god.
So go ahead and tell everybody what you just rolled there.
All right, hold on. I'm going to throw on a D4 on it because I got a thing. Wow. The dice are not in favor. So a natural 2 on the dice makes a 7. Plus 1 is an 8.
So keep in mind that was with advantage.
Yep.
That
It was a 2 and a 1.
Yeah. She just kind of looks up at you without even raising her head. You can see her eyes just kind of roll up. Do you have children?
I was not fortunate enough to be blessed that way.
Then don't preach to me. And you see her hand start, and she shatters the cup that was in her hand.
I put my cup down and begin to pick
Are
up
we
the
anywhere
pieces.
near this when this happens? Are we like
No, so this is while you are still heading out.
Yeah.
fine? Mm,
I will pick up the pieces and like in my other hand. I'll say,
Give me a quick perception check.
sure. Oh, that's what I'm not bad at. There's that 17 when I needed it a minute ago. 24.
So one thing you do notice as you go to pick it up, her hand, her nails have actually come out as claws. Very similar to what you've seen Echo do. And then they kind of go back.
I pick up the pieces, seeing that, and I say, your daughter has a problem with her temper as well. And I will just move to the kitchen.
She turns away as you say that and kind of isn't paying attention to you right now.
Sure. I will assist Steel. I think I'll move in to like watch like whatever he's got simmer so it doesn't boil over. If I know he can do mending, so maybe he can fix this cup, but I don't know, maybe. But yeah, I'll just move to help, and then
I'm gonna look at the cup. Look back at Halceris. Went that well, huh?
I am a little rusty, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I'll cast mending on the cup.
Okay. All right.
And then get back to dinner.
Okay.
Or breakfast. What are
So
What
at this point, it's about 11 at night. It's about 11.
Well, it's late.
Yeah. Well, so keep in mind the train wasn't supposed to leave till the next morning.
Yeah. Okay.
But-
So we got in.
But
We got in.
he went ahead and brought you guys early.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So after a little while, just about as your food is ready, the trio of trouble, we'll call you,
Apt
Trio.
description.
arrive back at the hut. As you all walk in, you see Halceris and Steel finishing up the food, and you look over and you see Evo kind of lying in the straw bed on top of the different furs on her with her back facing towards the doorway that you
Do
came
I
in.
notice anything about how Ceres and Steel and how they've interacted with my mother? Roll perception.
Give
Or no?
me insight.
Oh, insight. Oh dear. Where is insight? 14.
Okay. You can kind of get a sense from Halceris that he tried to talk to her, but it might not have went very well.
I give one of those like nods when you come in. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
One other thing you do notice though is while she's laying like that, Biscuit is laying right down, curled up in like the back of her knees.
Appropriate place.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody is laying down. You have to take up the butt.
I'll first walk over to House Harris and just what did she say?
I believe that in my normally silver tongue it turned to lead, but do not be too harsh on her, Echo. The time apart is terrible for both of you, and people deal with loss in different ways. Try to remember that.
It wasn't 2 years, you know.
What wasn't? Oh, sorry, what?
It wasn't 2 years that I hadn't seen them. It was 6. I feel like they just kind of tossed me aside and forgot about me. And they're using this, and I'm gonna pull out the scimitar. I'm like, they're using this as an excuse for not even bothering to look for me, or just pretend or assume or grieve that I'm dead, because it's easier, maybe, than scouring the lands for your only child.
I do not know. It isn't possible to know the heart of another, but we barely managed to make it here. That sort of journey is treacherous. But your anger is justified.
I just wish I knew if I had known that they tried or something. Like if they had put some word out or sent a message or something, just to know that they actually cared that I existed out there, or just kind of decided, nope, she's gone, doesn't matter anymore.
Your
Let's
father
other
went
people.
to the Moorlands to find you.
Well,
Your
you
mo-
didn't
your-
tell me that.
Your mom just angry at this point.
Hold on. It's perfect. I look at there's raising tension and stuff, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast Calm Emotions in this room.
Okay. Is there a saving throw for that?
Charisma 15. And anyone
Who
can
has to do
willingly
it?
say, everyone within 60 feet of me, and you can willingly say fail if you want to. But I'll say, let this charisma. Say, let us perhaps sit down and eat this meal before it gets cold.
Oh.
Okay. So you see Evo just kind of, she starts to calm down and sits
Well,
down.
I got a 16 on that, so I'm kind of not willing to
Okay.
calm down.
Yep.
I got
I'm
a
on it.
3.
Darren's real calm.
So I'm just calm. I walk over and
You're just vibing right now.
Chill as
just
chill as
walk
hell.
over. I walk over and I grab the scimitar, not forcefully, just.
I thought you were gonna go walk over to get some food. You're like,
Oh no!
just
I was like, I just want the scimitar.
One piece.
Get this scimitar.
anyways.
Feels just on cloud 9, just dishing out food.
Echo, perhaps we can hear your mother out first.
Yes, perhaps we
Yeah,
can.
let's-
Mother, would you like to tell me where Dad is?
Nice.
She just kind of looks down at the ground for a moment, then looks back up straight at you, Echo. Your dad went on a fishing trip about a week ago. Knowing that you were coming, he wanted to go get you something special. He was supposed to come back 3 days ago and has not returned.
Why would he take a trip knowing that I was coming?
So,
Insight check.
okay, go ahead, give me an insight check.
Yeah, me too.
Okay,
I got a 23.
okay,
19.
19.
Yeah.
All right, and Halceris, you actually kind of pick up on this as well.
Sure.
Passive.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Halceris has a big passive
Big pass.
insight. Big passive insight.
Wait, is
Energy.
it in mine? Damn.
So, all three of you pick up that the way she said fishing trip didn't sound like it meant fishing.
I kind of turned to Ro, just slowly.
Yeah, I'm giving him I heard it.
I turned back. This whole time I'm just like leaning against like a wall with the scimitar in one hand and a cup of tea in the other.
And I'm
Just
also leaning
chilling.
against the wall, but somewhere where I'm like in Echo's line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Do I
eating
see
dinner
any of them
slowly.
like make the trauma? Do
Yeah,
I see
you-
any of them like make their facial?
Yeah, because
reactions?
you're kind of on alert, right? Like, because you're still kind of hyped up from this.
Yeah.
So, and you're seeing all your friends kind of.
So I'd asked her, I was like, why would he go on a fishing trip like right before?
Yeah. Once we got word that you were alive, he got excited. And we knew when we heard you were coming here, we were hoping. We went to the train station together every day. But after you were gone for a month and a half of no news about you guys coming out the other side, we got worried. And she just kind of looks down and wipes a tear away. He was fishing for you.
What do you mean fishing for me? I don't.
He figured you got lost somewhere in the Moorlands and went to find you.
He went into the Moorlands on his own?
No. He had his fishing crew with him.
At this point, Taryn just put together that the lady in the dream looks like this lady now.
Yeah.
So is that why you were at the lake? Is that why she was at the lake in the dream? Was that why?
Really?
There's
Why wouldn't you just wait? Or like, do you know how dangerous the Moorlands are?
Yes, he does. He goes there all the time.
Casually?
That's his. I know you weren't aware of how he made his living before we sent you away. But he does his fishing expeditions, and that keeps us living here.
He goes fishing in the Moorlands.
He goes and brings back things, and you see she's very reluctant, and she's kind of like eyeballing everybody else as she's saying this.
Items of
Mom,
value.
whatever you can say in front of me, you can say in front of everyone else here. They've saved my life countless times, and I trust them with it.
He's a scavenger.
Scavenger. Is that how he found this? And I do not a fast twirl, but a little twirl of the scimitar.
Oh, you've got the double-bladed scimitar right now?
Oh yeah,
He picked it up.
yeah. I took it from Echo.
Oh, okay. She looks at that, so you still have it.
Well, I have it, and I take off my hood, and then shadowy mask dissipates, so she can see that I am a Valinor elf.
Okay. She just kind of looks at you. She's like, "Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That must have been fun."
Yeah, I still have the
What?
thing that you chose to punish me for and not look for me.
That's not why I stopped looking for you.
Well, that's what you made it sound like.
When did Talion leave in this trip for not fishing?
About a week ago. It was supposed to be just a quick little in and out, he said.
is something he has done before many times.
All the time. He usually goes once a week.
Where he usually would enter the Moorlands.
Across Lake Sear, yeah.
Did you go to Lake Sear recently? And I'm remembering a dream.
So you do remember that Lake Sear actually comes right. There's actually docks in Gather Hold that are on Lake Sear. It's actually a big industry here for fishing and stuff like that. And it used to be a trade route from Sear to the Talenta Plains across this large lake. But now, since the morning, the dead gray mist that acts as the boundary of the mornings kind of cuts the lake in half.
Does he by chance ever make landfall near Metro?
Yeah, he's gone there a few times. He's gone to the southern portion sometimes. He just goes everywhere he thinks that, or he hears rumors that there may be more trinkets, or he calls them the big fish.
Say which direction he was going.
He didn't tell me.
It's exceedingly important. If he went anywhere near Metro, don't know, not good things are happening in Metro.
He doesn't usually tell
not
me. He doesn't tell me because he doesn't want me to worry too much. Doesn't help, but
Look where we are now.
What kind of boat?
A standard longboat for fishing. Him and a crew of 6.
Any markings?
No, he tries to stay under the radar.
Well,
None of his crew has returned either.
No. The ship hasn't returned.
the only way we can find out where he went would be to track his ship. We'd have to be able to go find it.
Did he fish with other groups? Are there multiple fishermen?
There are. You can go down to the docks tomorrow, talk to them. That nobody really, very few vessels go out fishing much nowadays. There's apparently there's something out in the lake right now. I'm not quite sure what. You hear stories.
Stories of
Serpents, machines. At this point, I need everyone to go ahead and give me perception check at disadvantage.
Oh. Oh my. Oh, lost it.
Wait,
Careless, everyone rolled really fast.
yeah, I couldn't hit disadvantage in time, but I think it was a 10. Yep.
Mine's a 7.
15.
Nope. 5, sorry.
Okay, 5, 15.
But my passive is 17, I believe. So
Perception,
I don't know if
right?
Yes.
Yeah, 7.
Okay.
11 for me.
also got a 7,
Okay.
and Biscuit got a 15.
Okay. Yeah, so at this point, I gotta roll for Evo too.
We're all perceiving stuff.
Okay. So at this point, all of you kind of get a sense of like the hair on your arms kind of starting to stand up on end a little bit. Ro, your mark on your right hand going up your arm, you just feel a slight tingling to it. And as that happens, I need everyone to go ahead and roll initiative for me,
Oh,
please.
God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, out of curiosity, if there's something sneaking up to us, Biscuit cannot be surprised. He's always alert. So he would be able to notify us if there was something coming.
Yes, under most circumstances.
Your mom is hot.
What? Oh shit.
She's
Look at
hot.
Okay, so where is why
Oh,
is
wow.
why is Biscuit not on here?
Mother.
Man, you
so
left
do you-
and she worked
The
on
see why I
actual
bowed?
wording of the ability is vigilant. The defender can't be surprised.
Correct. No, I'm tracking that.
Okay.
But in this situation, he would not be aware of something was coming, and you'll see why.
That's not ominous or anything.
No.
Doesn't even matter because Steel's not on the map.
Oh,
Steel's still in the kitchen. Totally.
hold on, there we go. There's everybody. Okay. I don't know why Steel was missing from the map, but we are good now. So Biscuit was up here with Evo. So yeah, so everybody go ahead, place yourselves on the maps.
The door is at the bottom, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so wherever Echo is, I would be.
Probably here.
Where did
I
you
think
go? I was okay. So I was off of. Damn. Well, Echo's far, but I guess I'll be like over here. Yeah, right there.
I'll be doing
Okay.
fire.
Okay.
Because I was actually talking to Halceres, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Grabbed it and just walked over.
all right.
T.
So as you all start to get this sensation, all of a sudden materializing seemingly out of nowhere, you are all currently faced with what looks to be a large metallic mosquito-like creature.
Metallic malaria.
And they just appear just out of nowhere as they lunge and go to stab at each one of you with long, sharp.
How big are they? Are they like actual
So
size?
they
or
are
like...
they are probably the size of a maybe a basketball.
Mm-mm. Nope.
So they get a surprise round because they were not within. Well, actually, go ahead and give me Arcana checks for Steel and for Halceres. All right. And at this point, we just got a random inspiration roll or donated. So that is going to go to 1, 2, 3, 4. That is going to Row.
Wait, why is that? Oh, I still have mine. Yeah. Nothing ever happens.
Nothing is. You don't need inspiration at all.
I got a
Um,
12 on Arcana.
Okay.
Arcana.
Yes.
Okay, so 24.
So 24. So with the 24, and what was it again, Halceres?
And half of that.
12. Okay. So Steel, this looks very familiar to some of the stuff that you've read and you've seen similar of something phasing in from the ethereal plane into the material plane.
I like that.
And so they all surprise round, get a lunge at you. But I do need, let's see. So I got initiative rolls. Taryn got a 20, Ro got a 19, Echo got a 6, Halceres got a 3, and Steel, what did you get?
Oh, for initiative, I have not
Yes.
rolled that yet. Sorry. That's
Your
a
10 club.
21.
21. Okay. All right. So we will go with the surprise round first, and then we will start back up at the top of the round. So because you are all surprised, they have advantage on their initial attacks, except for Steel, because you were able to get a slight warning from Biscuit. So they will not have advantage with attacking you.
Is Rose past, not to nitpick or anything, but is Biscuit close enough where his defenderish nature comes in?
He is nope, because he's got to be within 5 feet of Ro.
Oh, okay.
So it would if one of these things was attacking Evo.
Sure thing.
Yep.
No
All right,
problem.
so we will start with Ro. Where's my bugs? There we go. With advantage, that is going to be a 25 to hit you, Ro.
Yeah, no, that, yeah.
Okay, so first you take 7 points of damage as you feel this needle-like appendage pierce into you.
Sorry, one question. Have we've had a long rest at this point?
You have,
Yep.
yes.
Thank God. Okay. Sorry.
act-
All right.
Yep, no, and actually, correction, that is going to be 19 points of piercing damage.
That's a big correction.
Yes.
Okay.
And I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
You insist. Oh, yes, I can put Constitution saving throw. 13.
Okay. So with that, as you feel this needle just plunge into your shoulder, you feel a burning liquid get injected into your shoulder.
Oh,
You take 21 points of acid damage.
Jesus Christ. Just kill me. Why don't you?
Damn.
She took 19 and then 21.
Yes. Okay,
Golly.
Taryn, your turn. As this one comes to attack you with a 23 to hit.
Sir. Yeah, that hits. Damn.
So that is going to be 18 points of piercing damage.
Jeez.
And I need you to go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Damn. Constitution saving throw. Shibbity bow. 4. I got a 4. I got
A 4.
Can I use my inspiration? I wanted.
Yes. Yep.
To roll it at advantage or just roll it again?
Just
Roll it
roll
again.
it again. So
All
that
right,
was,
guys, that's another 4.
That was another 4. All right.
What you got? What you got?
All right, so that is going to be another 18 points of acid damage as you feel the same burning liquid get injected into you. These things are hitting hard.
All right.
Echo. It's a 19 to hit you.
It hits.
Okay, that is going to be 22 points of piercing damage. And
Okay.
a
I said I love it.
okay, and a
Ooh.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Which I have advantage on with the dirty 20.
Okay, so you only take 8 points of acid damage.
Cool, 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 cool.
Halceris. Advantage. That is an 11 to hit you.
It ain't gonna do nothing, boy.
As it strikes against your armor, you were able to just react enough in time. And then steel, not at advantage, that's going to be a 9. So that's
That
not
would
going to
miss.
hit you either. All right, that is the surprise round. We are now up at the top of the round with steel.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna try a new trick. I'm going to cast Alter Self.
Okay.
And I'm going to get myself some natural weapons. I'm gonna grow some claws. And I'm going to I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
So that is a 19 to hit.
So a 19 hits it.
Okay.
As it tries to, these things are moving almost like hummingbirds in a way. Their movements are just
Okay.
very sporadic like that, and you're able to just catch it.
9 points of magical slashing damage.
Okay, and that's this one. All right.
And with my bonus action, I'm going to have Biscuit move up here to row and bite that one.
Okay.
That is a 15 to hit. No, 16 to hit.
So 16. You see him go to bite down on it, and it just juts off to the side just in time.
All right. That'll be it for us.
Okay. Taryn, you are up.
Alrighty. Real quick question: if I throw a dagger, that's counted as a range attack, not a melee attack, right?
Correct.
All right. Okay. So this is what I want to do. This is what I'm gonna do. Bonus action: I'm casting ensnaring strike
Okay.
on the scimitar, on the double-bladed scimitar.
Okay.
So that's casted first level.
Ensnaring strike.
It doesn't have to be ranged. At least that's what how the wording is.
Yep.
Next time I
No.
hit a
Yep.
crit,
You were
yeah.
good. Yep.
So
Okay.
yeah, so vines instead of like the usual rows. So vines this actually yeah, so a briar of roses grow
Okay.
out of my hand onto the scimitar, and I strike out at the one in front of me.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your attack roll.
And the double bladed would that be I gotta okay, so the 2 hit because I'm using the scimitar. It's
Correct.
okay, I added it in, and it's +2. I think that should be different, but we'll see. 7.
So no. So this thing is just a little too quick for you to hit right now.
Roll it again.
All right.
14.
So this thing is evading all your different moves.
Once more attack again. It's just saying.
What were you gonna say, Steel?
I have a question. I forgot that with that I have just standard 2 attacks. Can I make my second attack on this thing as well?
Oh yeah. Go ahead and roll that while Taryn's going.
Okay.
18.
So with your third strike, you're actually finally able to make contact with this thing.
So I hit it. It has to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
The scimitar is with my strength mod or dex?
Strength, but you don't add the modifier for damage because this is your bonus act.
No, this is the Dread Ambusher.
Oh, okay. Yes, correct. Okay. Strength saving throw. Yeah, that's a 6.
Yeah, that fails. So it's ensnared. So it's growing out of my hand and onto the
Okay.
double-bladed scimitar. And when I find purchase, it spreads and crawls from my hand onto that fella, and with the rosebuds and the thorns and all that good stuff.
Okay. And you see the thorns and the vines kind of reach down to the ground, and it is now held in place right there in front of you.
All right. So that's 2 damage on that.
Okay.
I'm also marking it as a favorite foe. So that would be I have to roll a d4. Roll that damage. 3 damage.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that's it for now. On the next turn, I think he takes one. Is it this turn or next turn? He takes 1d6. I'll let you know. But yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
1d6 at the start of its turn.
Okay. All right, Steel, what did you have for the other one?
So I also made this my favored foe. So that's 2 additional damage on the previous
Okay.
attack. Sorry, new things. I got
Yep.
a 22 to hit.
Yep, that hits it.
So that is 10 damage plus my favored foe, so 14 damage.
Favorite foe damage
with-
is only once a round.
Oh yes, okay then. Yeah, okay.
Yep, so another 10.
10. Yep.
Okay. All right. So now it is the bug's turn.
Dukes.
So the one in front of you, Ro, attempts to stab you again.
Disadvantage.
Yep. This time it'll be at disadvantage
Oh God.
with a 23 to hit.
Oh my.
So go ahead, give me a Constitution saving throw.
What? To see if you just kill me outright?
No, as you take 7 points of piercing damage,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got a 19. So that's another 8 points of acid damage.
Yay, survived.
Okay. Do you want? Let's see. The one in front of you, Taryn. How much damage does he take off of the vines?
1d6. Where is it? There it is. I rolled it. It is a 6. 6 damage. 6 piercing? Is it? Yeah, it's piercing damage.
Okay. Hey, Ro, what was your
Yeah, wait, I was just thinking I had a 19
Yeah.
Whoa.
because I was like, how did it hit me again? And I didn't do anything.
Well, yeah. For some reason your initiative dropped off. I don't know why. So you will get a chance to go before they. Well, I'll let you go now. That one has already made its action on its turn though. So
okay, because I was just like, 17.
yeah. I don't know why your initiative dropped off, but we're good now.
That's more. So first, I'm just gonna kind of like brace myself and use second wind.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll a d10, which I totally have handy. That's a, this is a d10. 12. Here we go. Okay. That is a 9, and my fighter level is 6. That's 15.
Okay, so you gain 15 health back from your second wind.
Roll off. And then I'm gonna hit it.
Okay, what are you attacking it with?
Got your new rapier from Steel.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna hit it with.
Okay.
So I'm gonna bong
Oh my
him.
gosh. And when it hits you, you can blind it.
So that's a 23 to hit,
That hits it.
and that's 13 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hit it again,
Okay.
and that's a 27 to hit,
That hits as well.
and 13 damage. That I just rolled max damage.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Max damage both
Love it.
times.
Love
I
it.
love this rapier.
Okay. So was
Just
there
like
anything
as
else? Was there
right
anything
after
else
the
you were gonna
combat.
do?
You know what? I'm gonna save my action surge.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So then that one attacked you.
Get away!
I will come back to the one on Tyrion because they're all going to do the same thing as a bonus action. The one attacking you, Echo. That is going to be a 7 to hit you.
Misses.
All right. The one for you, Halceris. That is a 13.
Misses.
Okay. And the one on Steel is an 18.
Hits.
Okay. So that is going to be 7 points of piercing damage. Then I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Everybody's getting like 7 points of piercing damage when Ro and I took like
I'm good at those.
37.
1,000, yeah.
18.
18.
Con-
Okay.
Con save.
So you take 8 points of acid damage as you feel that fiery liquid kind of get injected into you, but you're able to pretty much shake it off.
And then, how much was the regular damage?
7. of piercing. And then at the end of their turn, as a bonus action, they all phase back out.
Can he phase while being restrained?
What? Goodbye.
I didn't know that.
Phase where?
They just, as similar to the way they came into view, they have now disappeared from view.
Like it.
Stay ready.
All right. Echo, it is now your turn.
They're not there though, right?
You do not see them.
Oh dear. I don't know what I'm going to attack if I can't see them. Can I all right, I guess I'll just punch the air like where they were.
Okay. So you're kind of punching up in this direction?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Where it was previously?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
let's just punch.
Go ahead, give me an attack roll at disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Yep.
Well,
There's nothing there. You
can't see.
6. It's a 6.
Blind attack.
Okay. You're waving at the air right now.
Okay. Well, that was my first one. Second attack. I'm gonna take my dagger and try and swipe across.
Okay.
Disadvantage. Oh my god, that would have been a beautiful roll. 18.
You still swinging at the air.
Well, can the air take damage, please? All right. Well, I'll at least if there's nothing there, then I guess I'll move towards my mom. A little bit in between.
Okay.
Before you get too far, I would
Oh.
say, everyone form up on me.
Oh,
So
okay.
before you get too
I'll
far.
move forward towards Alcairs then.
Okay.
I start to walk over oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll reach and grab you. So.
All right, so I'll move towards Alcairs.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. It is now Evo's turn. She just kind of looking at the room, seeing what just transpired. You see panic start to take her, but then you see what looks very similar to what you've seen Echo do. Evo starts to change slightly. You see claws starting to come out. You see a protruded claw on her foot come out, and she kind of squats down in a stance as if she's about to jump as she moves over towards Echo. And she's
My
kind of
eyes
standing.
go wide as I see this.
All right, Halceris, you are up.
Yep. I yell for the others to get to me as quickly as they can, and I'm going to move myself a little bit over here so that I think I can see everything around us. And I think I can put 2 and 2 together that these things might have jumped into a different realm, like the ethereal plane.
Okay.
So not knowing if they are here or not, I will say, Sovereign above, bless us with the protection of the ages, and grab my holy symbol and cast Spiritual Guardians.
Okay.
Or Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians.
And it's a 15 foot around me.
Okay.
So again, I call it,
Yep.
and then from around us, from the shadows on the walls, from the fire, and then from the light of the fire itself, it's the glowing watercolor of the dragons swirling around us and forming into shapes and everything. But yeah, just a constant sphere.
Okay. Anything else?
That was my action to cast, so I don't have a bonus action. Can I yeah, I don't really have anything, so I'll just bring up my shield and brace for anything.
Okay. All right, we're back up to the top of the round with Steel.
Okay. Yeah, it's the best option right now. I'm gonna cast See Invisibility.
Okay.
I can see
Uh,
into the ethereal plane for 1 hour.
It lets you see into the. Yep, it does. All right. So, Steel is the only one that can see them. Everybody else, they are not there presently with you.
I will call out Halceris in front of you. Do I get the sense that these things have any sort of corporeal nature right now? Like they are completely on the ethereal plane?
They are completely on the ethereal plane at the moment.
So even if I were to try to attack, it would just pass through them right now, but I can call them out.
Correct.
So that means
Correct.
that means they can't, but that means they also can't hit me. So I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have Biscuit hold his attack until they become corporeal again. And everybody else looks to be safe for now. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. All right. So Biscuit is holding his turn to attack. Tavern, you are up. You do not. Actually, matter of fact, You do not see them.
Yeah, so well, Steel didn't call out to me where one was, so I'm just gonna get to like I'm gonna run to here
Okay.
and just wait until they appear. Hold my action until they appear. Would it be a full action to give Echo the double bladed scimitar?
Yes.
Just to hand it over?
Well, no. I'll say bonus action if you want to just hand it to her.
All right, I'll do that. I'll bonus action. Hand it over to her.
Okay.
And just wait, pull out a dagger and wait and hold my action to attack if they appear around.
Okay.
Me.
So you're holding your action to attack.
Yeah.
All right. Ro, you are up.
Having heard Halceris, I'm going to move to where he is-ish. So I'd probably end up about here.
Okay, so keep in mind that fire pit that's in the center is still lit.
Okay, so I'll go this way. Then. Yeah, because
I'm just gonna walk over to the fire.
I'm just stand in the fire because that's better than being hit by bugs.
I mean,
Here. And then I'm going to hold an action to hit the first bug that appears near me.
okay. All right. Anything else?
How dark is it in here?
So it is fairly well lit because of the fire right now under the cooking pot.
Just making sure.
Okay, it is now the bug's turn. This one, that one there. So you do see Steel that one. Which one's this one? So you see that two of the bugs actually fly off in the general direction of the Mournlands while still within the ethereal plane.
How many does it leave us with?
So it leaves you with 3 still. You see them approaching closer as let's see if I can get to this one here. I gotta move you, Ro, real quick. That one there. And this one there. So you all see very similarly 3 of them phase back in. Ro, you have a choice to attack one of those 2.
Since I'm probably facing like away from Halceris, like my back to Halceris, I'll attack number 6.
Okay, so
they
you
would also. This is their first round
Yep.
entering that.
right. So they need to make saving throws. It's a wisdom save, right? You're muted, upstairs.
Yep. Wisdom 15.
That is a 9.
All right. So they will take 3d8
Okay.
radiant damage.
And I rolled a 12, by the way. I don't know if that hits.
So that does your the rapier kind of ricochets off of it. So what do we got, Halceris, for this?
We
Spirit
have
Guardians?
11 radiant damage, and while they are here, their speed is halved.
Yep. Okay. And then the one that is right by you, Echo.
Doesn't my
Before-
action go off? The
You,
hell
oh,
no.
that's right. You had an action as well, so you can attack that one as well.
Simple dagger. Away.
Away!
I got a 7.
You're not used to using your dagger.
I gotta start using this thing more.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Well, so you, Echo, you see the one that pops out that's getting ready to attack you. You see your mom just lunge at it with claws, trying to scrape at it. Not my daughter! And unfortunately, she misses, but she was attempting to attack it as well. But it does get an attack in at you. And because you all kind of had some warning with this, that is going to be an 18 to hit you.
Me? Yeah, that
Yes.
hits.
All right, so it's going to be 7 points of piercing damage. And I need you to go ahead and give me another Constitution saving throw, please.
22.
22. So that's going to be
Ox.
9 points of acid damage.
Should have brought malaria tablets.
I actually have my mosquito net of protection.
Yeah.
it's,
So this one is actually going after you, Taryn. That is going to be a 12 to hit.
He misses.
Okay, and then the other one is going after you, Halceris,
all right.
for a 23 to hit.
That'll actually do it this time.
Okay, so that's going to be 6 points of piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Sorry, 1 sec. Let me get that minused out. Con save. 14.
Yeah.
So 14. So you save. You only take 11 points of acid damage.
Okay, then I need to make another one for my spell, which I do not make. So the guardians are
So
down.
Spirit Guardians goes away. Okay. Actually, is Spirit Guardians concentration?
Spirit weapon isn't, but guardians is.
Oh, I hit
concentration.
weapon. Okay, I hit weapon. That's why.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
it's a bummer.
Yeah. All right. That is their turn. Echo, it is now your turn.
Now that I have, actually, I would like to rage.
Okay.
Inspired by my mom. I get really mad. So, yeah, all my features pop out, and I'm going to swing. Now that I have the scimitar, I'll swing at the mosquito that's right in front of me.
Okay. Are you making your attacks recklessly?
Yeah, so I will make this one reckless.
Okay. So attack with advantage.
Come on, get that
23.
crit.
Okay. 23 hits it.
I hope so. That's a 10 damage.
Okay.
It says, oh, it says you can immediately use a bonus action, but I guess I used my bonus action to rage, so I can't use that. That's fine. I'll attack it again with the double-weighted scimitar.
Okay.
That's my second action. Recklessly.
Yep.
Actually, I should have stayed. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, because once you
16.
attack once with
Oh
reckless.
yeah. Okay, 16.
So with the second swing, it just kind of shifts off to the side, just out
Oh
of.
wow, it's a high AC. Okay.
Yep.
All
So
right.
you also notice though that the first strike you hit on it didn't quite hit as solidly as you had hoped it would.
Strength. Interesting.
All right. It is now your mother's turn. Who's seeing the same thing, lunges out, and she strikes with a claw right across this thing, doing some pretty decent damage. And she swings a second time, striking again. Not quite as much this time. But she's just laying into this thing. All right, Halceris, you are up.
Yep. I take that hit to the neck in the bigger
Yeah.
part, so I grab it and look at it again and try this one for size, and I grab my holy symbol again, and I'm gonna cast again at 4th level. And so just an extra oomph in my seeing that these things are doing damage and that they're a threat, I squeeze hard onto my holy symbol, and yeah, I cast Spirit Guardians at 4th level.
Okay.
So we'll make it 4d8 damage. So another guardian thing for me. There we are.
Okay. Yep. So there's going to be another wisdom saving throw for all of them,
Mm-hmm.
which they fail.
Is 4d8. Oh, and 2 ones. Boy, that is 12 damage. And just as I grab it and I glare at the thing, instead of coming up from the sides, the dragon heads roar from me out and then start enveloping. But
Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. All right. Anything else?
nope, I am good.
Okay. All right, Steel, we are back at the top with you.
Okay, let's do this. I'm not actually engaged with any of them, right?
Correct. You're
Sweet.
not currently being threatened directly by any of them.
Okay, I'm just gonna take another step this way, and I'm gonna shoot at the one next to Halceris.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
We haven't had one of those in a while.
No,
No, it's been a little while.
It's on my new dice. It's so
Yeah.
pretty. It's also my colors.
Oh, the dicey dice.
My steel colors. Okay.
Gonna ring 'em
I got excited there. Pardon. So that is nice. Let's see. 22 points of force damage on the first shot.
22?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
2d10.
Okay.
2d10 plus 4.
Wow.
Yeah, I actually got 2 9s.
Okay.
Is that one still alive?
It is. So you notice that because this is dealing force damage, right?
Yeah, it's magical force damage,
Yep.
and all the strikes with the claws were also magical slashing damage.
Yep. No, I was tracking that one. So when it struck, you've seen your bolts strike and do against these machines. This one didn't quite seem to impact quite as well as you had thought it would.
Force damage doesn't?
Yep.
Can I Can I do a quick Arcana check to see if I recognize something about that? Like does it if I can I get any info from it?
So you get the sense that there's something about its construction that is protecting it kind of from the damage.
Okay. That is the 19 to hit.
So 19 hits it as well.
Okay. This is awful on damage. That is 7 points of force damage.
Okay.
And Biscuit is gonna run up on this one. There, and he is going to bite that one.
Okay. Give me
He got 22.
22. He bites down onto this one.
Okay. And he got 4 points of force damage. He rolled pretty low.
Okay. And again, Biscuit kind of sends back to where it's just he's not quite able to bite into it as well as he thought he would normally would be able to.
Okay.
All right. So it's action, bonus action. Any want to use any more of your movement or?
No, not at the moment.
Okay. All right, Taryn, you're up.
All right, so I pull out my scimitar and attack.
Okay.
Have to find if I could ever. There it is. 16.
So 16. This thing is just too fast for you.
Once more again.
Okay.
24.
This time you're able to anticipate its dodge and you catch it square with your scimitar.
Boom. 7 points of damage. And
Okay.
the shadow, was this the one I marked as my favorite foe?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Wonderful. So that's a D4. And as well as a D6 for my sneak attack.
Yep.
So that 5 damage.
Okay.
Do I have anything else on that?
6. And the D4 was your thing. Okay. Different. I gotta calculate the different damage types here. So.
Yeah.
Because your scimitar is not quite like you. It just doesn't feel like your scimitar is striking, but you feel that the some of the magical properties of what you're attacking with are hitting pretty good.
Great. Maybe I should have rolled the 1. And then can I make a bonus action offhand strike?
Yep.
Great. Dagger attack. Maths 20.
This time you hit it. Yep.
For 5 damage,
Okay.
I think I'm doing.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
No, that is it for me. I don't have anything else.
Okay. Ro, you are up.
Hit it.
You are currently being flanked by 2 of them. Which one are you attacking? The one that attacked Halceris or the one that Taryn is currently attacking?
I'm gonna whip around, and first I'm gonna hit the one that's attacking Halceris.
Okay.
It's going to be, oops, wrong thing. Sorry, ignore that. So that's a 15 to hit.
So it dodges right out of the way as you spin around to attack it.
Fine, I'm gonna try it again.
Okay.
It's 27 to hit.
That's gonna hit it. Go ahead, give me damage on that one.
That's a 13 damage again. And you can't even. This is rigged.
As you strike that one, you see it just fall apart and start to crumble towards the ground. But as you do, all the different pieces of it seem to fade out as if when it phased into the ethereal plane before. Steel, you do see the pieces within the ethereal plane all fall to the ground. All right, that one is gone. Anything else, Ro? You got bonus action and movement still.
I have a bonus action. For my bonus action, I don't know that I have anything I can do yet. No.
Okay.
Actually, wait, I can bonus action attack, can't I?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with my offhand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, whip. I'm gonna whip it.
Okay, whip it
Whip it
good.
Whip it.
I just
Bop it.
forget the things that I
Twist
can
it. Bop
Thanks.
it.
That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, you're able to hit it with the whip.
6 damage.
So 6 damage. Now you didn't feel like you made that great of a purchase on it with the whip, but you hit it.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. All right.
Well, now I'm done.
Okay. It is now the bug's turn. They have to make another wisdom saving throw, which they badly failed. So go ahead, give me damage, House Eris, for
Yes,
yours.
Sir. 1, 2,
Roll 'em,
3,
roll 'em.
4. That's the dice rolls we like to see. That's 18 radiant damage.
All right. And with that, you see both of these bugs fall apart and start to drop to the ground as the pieces just fade out of
Can
your
I-
view.
Can I attempt to catch a few pieces?
So you reach out, you try to, but even if like you grab hold of a piece and it just phases out in your hand.
I use an explicitive.
At this point, you see Evo dive onto the ground and just start scratching away at the ground where this thing would have fallen.
I kind of just I revert back and I like put my hand on her shoulder.
Give me
She's
a
gonna attack me,
persuasion
isn't she?
check real quick.
She's gonna scratch me out. Persuasion.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a 2.
What is your AC?
An 18.
Okay, so you put your hand on her shoulder to try to calm her down, and she reaches up and slashes out at you, just missing your midsection. Looks into your eyes, and then you see her features just slowly start to revert back to normal.
Yeah,
And that's-
I'm like in shock.
And I think at this point, it's a good time for us to take a short break. So we're going to kind of recover from this. We're going to take a quick few minutes, and we'll be back shortly.
Come, Winnie. At last. Come, show your face.
When I was born, they said that I would have the rage of 1,000 storms within me.
It's all right. I didn't like that brother very much anyway.
Just cannot get any worse than this, right?
Have you noticed? It never really gets light enough here. Sometimes the shadows are going the wrong way.
There's a loud psst sound as steam rushes from the vat, and the door slowly swings open. This vile ooze just pouring out as you can see this elongated human figure slowly extend and reach out. Its motionless eyes just now fixated on the group.
Okay, what the hell?
I'm done with this place. I need to go home.
I can't go home, but I also I don't want to stay here. I don't want to stay here. I don't want to stay here.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We took a quick break after we just had a very rough encounter with some bugs that attempted to get the jump on our adventurers, but they were able to fend them off, having taken a little bit of punishment along the way. Before we get back into the action, though, we do want to remind everybody about our giveaway this evening. If you want to go ahead and remind them of that real quick, Echo. Or Ro, go ahead.
So don't forget, we're giving away an Epic Character Avatar Fantasy Starter Bundle and 3 free packs from Overhead Games. Type !epic in chat, and the raffle is currently live. You have to be a follower to enter, and you have to be present in the chat for staff to contact you to win. We'll continue to take entries until the end of the stream when we actually pick a winner. So do the thing.
Yep. So, all right. So we find ourselves back in the hut after these basketball-sized mosquito machine bugs attempted to assassinate our adventurers. We find Echo's mom, Evo, on the ground, her features starting to revert back to her normal appearance, having surprised the group and Echo when she went into a barbarian-like rage as these things were attacking her daughter. Echo attempted to calm her down after the fight, and she swung at Echo, but missed. Looking into Echo's eyes, she calmed down. Echo, are you okay?
I'm okay. Are you? They're gone. We can.
Yeah, no, it's wow. And you see her kind of rubbing her face and looking at her. It's been a long time since I've done that. Yeah. Whew.
I've never seen you like that before.
Yeah, no. Is everybody okay? She starts looking at all of you too.
I keep my hands up and I keep the barrier going, and I will ask if Steel, because I imagine Steel is looking around at every corner and says, "Do you have any eyes on any more of them?"
So he chimes back in. No, they all took off. 2 other ones took off back towards the moorlands.
Very well. And I will move my hands in together and stuff, and just as I do, the barrier closes in around us. It turns into a cycle of light, and then into my holy symbol, which glows for a moment and then dissipates. Let me get a look at you, and I will go. So I am Ro and Echo, and does Terran look harried as well, or?
So they all look a little harried.
Okay.
Or let me rephrase that. Quite a bit harried.
Yeah.
The only one that looks to be doing okay is actually Steel, who's still staying vigilant right now, keeping an eye out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I will go around, and I'll take off my holy symbol, and say a prayer of healing and do a cure wounds on everybody who needs it. So that will be a D8 for all. So first D8. So to Ro is 9 hit points. To Terran is 12 hit points. And Echo, you took a big hit, right?
Yeah, I took a decent size hit. Yep.
Okay. I will spend second level on Echo, and that will give an extra D8, I believe. Yeah, an extra D8.
Yep.
So, well, good, because that D8 sucked. It's 8 plus 6. So 12 points to you as well.
Now
8
we know
plus
who the
6
favorite child is.
You said 8 plus 6?
Oh, 8 plus 6. That's 14. Sorry.
Okay, double checking. Thank you.
I also cast Cure Wounds at second level on myself.
Okay.
Wow, so helpful.
Just like
Oh, I should totally get it on this.
That's exactly what I get.
that is what you get.
Yeah. So I flick Ro on her forehead and cast it at first level.
I love the way you all come up with casting your cure wounds on each other. You're flicking Ro in the forehead for it. How Sarah slams a healing potion into her chest when he does it.
Mm-hmm. Ro gets 6.
Me? Thanks.
Group dynamic here is wonderful.
Everyone's mean to me.
So you guys see at this point, Steel he's kind of squatted on the ground, kind of looking over. You've seen him investigating the Warforges and stuff before. You see he's kind of doing the same thing, even though there's nothing solid for him to really grab hold of, but you can tell he's, with his current ability to see into the ethereal plane, he's looking over the different creatures that are on the ground right now.
I will see that he is doing it, and I think he's doing that while I am healing. So when he crosses behind me to look at one of the piles, I will tap on the back to say, I think their composite might be something different. Be sure you get a good look, and I will cast. Let's do enhance ability.
Okay.
I'll give him the owl. No, not owl. Fox's cunning. So give him advantage on any checks he's gonna make.
Okay, is that for intelligence?
Yeah.
Or
all intelligence checks while I hold concentration. So for an hour, and I'll just cast healing while I'm doing it.
Okay, and when he comes back and I have him do his rolls, just keep that in mind so we don't forget that. What are the rest of you doing?
I am probably still kind of just like on alert, even though the things are gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do see Steel every once in a while. He's still kind of looking up, just looking around, and then he looks back down.
I'm just gonna turn to my mom and be like, oh, "What? Where did they come from? Have you seen those before?"
I've never seen anything like that before. I mean, we've heard of the machines attacking places, but we haven't seen any of them here.
And I'll turn to the group and be like, do you think we were followed?
I look at how did we bring the weird with us?
I mean, we were never going to get rid of Terran, but that's not without saying. Give me a hand and let's look at this. And Ro, can you give me a hand and we'll just look. I want to look around the walls if there was any like signs of entry that they might have forced themselves through. I'm not totally familiar with etherealness and its ability to pass through barriers or not. So I'm just going to look around if there looks like any tears or cuts. But Ro, if you give me a hand, that'd be great.
Okay. Yep, go ahead. Give me investigation.
Can I just aid him?
Yes. Yep, with advantage.
You don't want me rolling things.
Ooh, that's not bad. We'll stick with the first one. 19 investigation.
Okay, so with the 19, you're looking around at all the different animal pelts and stuff that make up the walls here, and you're not finding any tears or openings. The only openings you find are the flap that you came in through when you first entered. And looking up at this where the ceiling is, it kind of domes up a little bit, and there is an opening probably about 2 feet wide so that the smoke from the fire pit can go up through, and then there's another almost canopy of skins above, just maybe only 5 or 6 inches above that, and just basically get an escape place for the smoke and stuff to go up and out.
Can I put 2 and 2 together that they could have come through that, or does it look too small for them to have come through that?
That looks too small for them to have come through that.
Okay. I do not see any other way in except for the front door, but this magic is curious to me. I am not entirely sure.
So Steele does chime in at this point and informs you all that with the ethereal plane and the material plane, sometimes creatures are able to seemingly pass through stuff in the material plane that's not necessarily there in the ethereal plane, like the walls and stuff like that.
Very good. Unfortunate, but at least we know.
Matter of fact, Halceris, go ahead, give me a history check real quick.
Sure.
Because you are a learned man.
I learned all the words. That's a 21.
So with a 21, you have read in some of your studies of creatures like phase spiders that are able to shift between the 2 planes, and they tend to use that as an ambush tactic and stuff like that.
Sure.
It sounds very familiar to what you have read about that in the past.
Sure. It's I think about in like it is known to be a magic that has been employed by certain aberrations and monsters, and then I think about the Mind Flayer mechs and the Mechasaurus, and it's like
the Mechathids. Yep.
The Mechathids, the Mechasaurus. And it's I believe they are becoming bolder in their experimentation.
If it wasn't bad enough.
Right. I believe being on guard is probably for the best. Can I make a quick step outside? Do I see anything?
Okay, so as you go and step outside, as you go out through the flap, you see a halfling that was just running up to the entrance of the hut, as if he was coming here purposely. Just comes kind of running up and stops suddenly, seeing you. So, yeah, I was looking for somebody from the Fallen Star Company. I was told that you guys were staying here.
Who wants to know?
So I bring a message from Baron Yaren. And you actually recognize that name, Halceris. He is the leader of House Galanda. So Baron Yoren. Sorry, Baron Yoren. Yeah, so the Baron would actually like a moment of y'all's time in the morning. If you have some time to speak with him, he has some stuff he wants to discuss with you. But he'll be over at the Gold Dragon Tavern. He's got his office located in there. Just let them know that you're there to see him.
I look at this man, and I'm not an imposing figure, but I get closer into him and say, "How did you know we were staying here?" And I'm just gonna kind of give him the stink eye a little bit.
He just so this, it looks to be maybe a 14-year-old halfling. Mm-hmm. He's just kind of looking at you like, I just was told to come tell you the message. And he's kind of putting his hands up like, I don't know what to do right now.
Can I insight? Is this kid just a kid?
Yeah. So with your passive, it's like he's terrified right now.
Okay.
Like he was sent here to give you a message, and he has no clue what you're about to do to him.
I look at him close. And I say, "Come here."
He kind of puts his hands down and slowly moves towards you, kind of with his head turned down a little bit, like you're about to hit him.
Yep. And I reach into my bag and I pull out the silver and I say, "Do not be out late. Strange things afoot. Get home safe."
He grabs it, and he doesn't even say anything. He just bolts. What are you looking for while you were out there?
So the halfling that I saw dash away while we were at the train station, and then this happening, I'm just like, do I notice anything besides him just like darting or looking around, like suspicious activity outside?
Go give me perception.
Uh, 12. So.
No, the rain is still coming down pretty heavily. But there's not really anybody out. You can tell that kid was probably the only one out and about right now.
Sure.
Everybody else is probably huddled in beside a fire, trying to stay dry and warm. And that poor kid got sent out to come talk to you.
Sure. I step back in and tell the others, we have just received a summons from Baron Yoren. He would like the pleasure of our company tomorrow morning.
Oh, good. Another's ruling something or other.
I mean, word of mouth travels quick is best form of advertisement, but there's, I am a little perplexed at how quickly it has arrived before us. Ivo, what can you tell me about this, Baron? I know of him, but I have not had the pleasure to meet face to face.
So she works her way over towards the mound of straw that is the bed area, and and Echo, she's kind of holding your hand, kind of.
I walk with her. Yeah.
Okay. And so as she sits down, she kind of puts her arm around you, Echo, and just kind of like trying to hold you close to her.
I'll nudge into her a bit.
And she's like, Baron Yorn's. He's a good man. He's done a lot for the community around here. He keeps his ear to the ground on a lot of what's going on all over Corvair. I mean, most of the drag-marked houses do. They're always looking to make more money, and with everything going on now, I mean, I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if you've heard about what's going on up above Karth with the 12, but apparently his son's there or something.
There are many people's sons that work for the 12.
Yeah, we hear the stories. We've heard. You never know what to believe nowadays. Stories start to pass, and by the time they get down here, you know how it goes. Sometimes they're over embellished, sometimes they're not embellished enough.
Suppose we'll find out in the morning.
Yeah, we should have more. Hopefully, more news will be out in the morning. We'll see. And she just starts like kind of running her fingers through your hair.
I take a deep breath and sigh, and I just go, I'm still upset with you, but I'm sorry for yelling.
I'm sorry too for everything. If only we knew where your father was, he could explain more, hopefully. Maybe he just got delayed. Maybe he'll be back any day now.
Yeah, I just wish he hadn't gone, and we could have just waited. You guys knew we were coming. There's no point in talking about this. We're gonna go in circles. Just, I missed you, and I'll just hug her and kind of rest.
We missed you too. And after a few moments of that, you two just kind of drift off together, laying on the bed. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm always passed out while the rest of you are there.
I'm gonna like pick a place to sit, like probably like close to the fire or like against a wall, just like a little bit out of the way, but where I can see everything.
Okay.
And I'm just feeling suspicious, and it's like very evident on my face.
Okay. You do notice that tingling you had on your right hand and your forearm is gone.
What? Wait, what?
It's not. It's not there anymore. You don't feel it.
What did you want?
Bro, are you okay?
Something doesn't feel right.
I mean, we were attacked by gigantic mechanical mosquitoes. Nothing should probably feel right, but it's something I do not wish to pry. You just yelled at your hand.
Yeah. I mean, the crying is fine. It's probably better if you cry. But the hand thing, yeah. But apart from that, and I'm gonna kind of like back away from where you are, and just kind of like.
We're not hearing you.
Your audio is going in and out a little bit.
Why?
I think you're trying to be quiet, but you're being a little too quiet for your mic to pick you.
Can you hear
Okay,
me?
I'm asleep. I can't hear you.
I don't. How? You don't just. I guess people do, but you don't just think, oh well, my one child's probably dead. I guess I'll just give up. Oh, my one child's coming home. I'm gonna go on a weird fishing trip. There's something weird going on.
Yep, I agree. I still want to know how you got the scimitar.
Different problem.
It's the same problem.
Well, it is a different problem, but I believe probably a similar solution. The man is a scavenger, so I mean, he's been picking through the moorlands, which foolish, I may say, but I mean, an opportunistic man would. I mean, he is brave to do so, and I do not know what it is like on the Lake Seer side, in the Mournlands. Luckily, we did not venture that far south, but it is possible he has made a living here, being bold.
Old enough to go into the Mournlands, but not old enough to go look for his daughter.
It is. Yeah, I do not know. I can only surmise what a parent might go through in this sort of situation. The mourning is. There is a lot of uncertainty for a lot of families.
Speaking of uncertainty, when she said that news is traveling about us, right?
I did.
Yeah.
How much info do you think is in that news? Like, people find us, know who we are really kind of info, or like, cool people over there somewhere.
Yeah. Actually, I hope they don't.
Yeah, we all know they don't.
I'm not sure. Boromar's bounties notwithstanding, but I know for certain that our arrival here did not go unnoticed. Someone fled from us when we arrived at the station. brighter sides would suspect maybe, I don't know, perhaps maybe one of the Baron's men to alert him of our arrival.
We've never had such luck.
I like to try to think on brighter side, but no one... Oh, look at both of them. No one go alone anywhere. There are too many eyes in the city that we do not know.
Well, all right. I guess that changes the plans a little.
Buddy system. Buddy.
All right, buddy. Let's go outside.
Right. It's
Yep. Because I was planning to check the perimeter and make sure everything was safe, no one was watching, but House Eris requires a buddy, so Echo's sleeping, Steel's doing things.
just gonna like shove him and follow.
I'm gonna grab them both by the scruff before they get out of my vision. As they get to the door, say, "Be careful." And you feel magic wash over you as I will spend a 3rd level slot and cast Enhance Ability on the both of you.
Is Enhance Ability concentration?
It is, but I imagine at this point,
Yeah.
Steel has done his things. This has been a talking after, so.
Okay.
Yeah, but so you have an hour. Be responsible. Be safe.
So which one are you giving them?
I shall impart upon them the cat's grace, which honestly works out super well for Tavern, who is prone to fall off things. He will not take falling damage.
No.
Okay.
And then
and that enhances which
dexterity.
Dexterity. Okay.
And then when he pulls us in and does that, I pull away and say, "Not to worry. We'll be careful." And then I'll cast Pass Without Trace. So the shadow that my shadow starts to kind of drape off like smoke, and then the piece of shadow that's attached to everyone for my sneak attack, it just basically circles, encompasses Row. Yeah, weird, isn't it? Let's go.
He's used Pass Without a Trace around you before, so it's still not comfortable.
It was
but
different then.
It was a little different then, but it's.
She's just not used to him sharing.
Last time it came from me and enveloped everyone. This time is just attached already.
It's like,
yeah, you can't get rid of it.
So, for the folks at home, in the mechanics angle, that means they have advantage on stealth checks and a +10.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So they
have fun being invisible.
I was invisible regardless.
That's true.
So
But-
not fully.
Not fully, but
Well, no, Aaron.
it's
well,
raining.
to anyone
It's raining.
to anyone
so
with dark vision.
To
as
anyone
a-
with dark vision, he will
also
be.
it's raining, and I can use my Mask of the Wild feature
Yep.
to hide while
Yeah.
just lightly obscured.
Yeah. And Ro can't see nothing.
No, she cannot.
One thing, but I have a sword.
You have a sword that lights up now.
Seems like a bad idea.
All right, so you two exit out of the hut. What are you doing?
Oh, we have an hour, so yeah. What? What is it? What?
I can't see.
All right. Shit.
You're like, why did I bring this?
We really need to do something about that side of yours. It's
You're kidding.
It's
You think?
extremely hindering.
Can I turn my sword on?
Hold on. And is it like a house or just like a hut?
It's a hut. So
Oh, so-
it's so the walls are all like animal hides and stuff
Yeah,
like
okay.
that.
Can I climb the nearest building? Where is the nearest building?
So there's only one actual building in this entire area, and that's the tavern and the inn. This is a this is a community of tribal halflings.
True. Very true.
It is mainly just a stopping point for all the different tribes to come and trade with each other, as well as traveling merchants to come and do trade.
Okay.
There's longhouses and stuff like that, which are still just
not climbing anything. That doesn't make any sense. Where's the longest? I mean, what is the range of what's the range of your sword?
The range of my sword.
The light, yes, your little night light.
It's, if I remember it, it's dim light within 10 feet, right?
I think it's bright light and then dim light, right?
Or bright light. Okay.
Bright light for like 10 and then dim light for another 10 after that.
I stay 15 feet away from her. I walk 15 feet away from her and say, yeah, all right,
Okay.
you go ahead.
So, okay.
So with now keep in mind, it is heavily raining right now too.
Yeah.
So the light shines out and it reflects off of the rain droplets and all that too.
So, okay, so I'm gonna take Rapier out. Starfish. Like,
Okay.
And I'm gonna look around and be like, okay, the problem with you being away from the light is that I don't know where you are.
I appear behind her. Would you come on?
Okay. So I need. Okay, so Taryn, you're gonna give me a stealth check with advantage.
Plus 10.
Ro plus 10. Ro, you're gonna give me a straight roll.
Yeah.
Plus 10.
Sounds about right.
Because you got the disadvantage from the light.
I just got 36.
Get it.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
19 on the die, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
That happened.
I am a dex-based fighter. I just suck at fighting.
Yeah. And okay, so 36.
I also get a 36.
All that talk.
Uh,
All that talk, and the girl with the glow stick is still as stealthy as you are.
Really big glow stick.
okay. Yeah, so let's see. Do any of
Well, I yelled, so it took away a little bit from my.
Oh, yeah,
I
Just a
shouted
little bit.
with a whisper.
Just a tiny bit.
Yeah, I shouted with a whisper, so that's like -3.
Yeah, no. You both think that you're alone. You get the idea that you're kind of just out looking around right now and nobody's around.
All right, I'm just gonna check the perimeter, make sure nothing's here. You either follow me or you go around the other side, and then we meet up.
Buddy system. Buddy system.
It's a hut. It can be.
Buddy system.
If you go over there and
Shut up.
yell, if you get hit by something, just yell. I'll come right over. All right, let's go. Whatever. Come on, follow me. Let's go.
Go ahead, give me perception checks.
All the time.
I'm on a roll today.
Damn.
Before that went away, I'm pretty sure that was a 21.
Yeah, it's a 21. I thought I got the 21, but you got the 21. I got a math 20.
Okay.
Bro is in her element.
Yes.
Yeah, I get to shit on Taryn and do things.
So as you kind of doing a circle around the hut, right?
Yeah.
So as you're kind of doing a circle, at one point you guys both kind of at the same time catch what looks to be a leg of some small figure kind of ducking back behind one of the other huts nearby.
You see that? Audio's out. I have no idea what you.
Damn it! Sorry. Okay. Yep. Saw that. Should we get around it?
Yeah. That's.
All right. I'm gonna
That's it.
go and I'll go.
Yeah. Hopefully your light runs him into me. Let's go.
Okay, so you're splitting up, kind of going around?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't like that smile, Phil.
So you split up and you kind of going around the hut, and then you guys come around to the other side, and Taryn, you see the light from Ro.
But I don't see that guy.
You don't see anything else.
Nothing, no left, no rights, no ups, no downs.
No.
So I don't see anything. We're basically at the halfway point between the hut. So
at this point, you guys kind of meet up.
I stop. I notice I don't see anything. I stop, even with my dark vision, my 90 feet. I don't see nothing. So I just stop and just wait. Well, didn't know where he went. Didn't know what he did, but he's not here.
I don't like that someone's watching.
Yeah, I'm not too used to. I'm just looking around. I'm not too used to being the sense of attention. Let's head back.
Give me one more quick perception check.
Both of us, or just
both of you?
Come on, y'all. Hot dice. Get them hot dice up.
20 or 16. No, 20 was you.
I got
Okay.
23.
So 16 for Ro, 23 for Taryn.
Yeah.
So Ro, you catch a glint of something metallic in the grass, and Taryn, look down and you see what looks to be a dagger, kind of almost embedded into the glass the grass as if somebody had like stepped on it.
Stepped on it?
Yeah.
So it's not. It's like laying down. It's not.
Yeah.
Like
It's
laid in. Okay.
Yeah. No. It's laying down flat, kind of partially covered in grass.
So I grabbed the dagger.
I'll kind of hold the sword closer to it.
Okay, so as you do that, you both recognize a familiar symbol on the butt end of the handle of the dagger as the sign of the Bormar clan.
So I'm kneeling in the grass. I pick it up, see it. I look up a row. Shit. All right. Seems like our old friends might be in for a visit soon. Let's head back and tell the others.
Oh.
And I have 3 Boromar daggers.
Collection.
Wait,
What good that is.
I was gonna say, can I keep that one?
And I flip it over, hand it to Ro, handle first.
Okay. Proper knife etiquette. I like it.
Oh, you actually hand off knives, kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tuck it into whatever.
Okay.
All right, let's go. And then on the way back, and I'll just say offhandedly, one of these days you have to tell me what's the deal with you and the bull moss. And then you just, keep walking.
Well, they tried to dead me, and I got away. And they seem to still be trying to dead me.
Pretty complete bro sentence.
Oh, all right. Same old, I suppose. Any special reason? Don't know the bull master taking interest in someone unless it's something serious.
We're probably right at that, near the hut. We're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, because you weren't that far around from it, so.
Well, know that my family is family.
As all families.
Okay. I told you it was so long time. So I come from a dragon marked house, and I was not marked. Find things. Really good at finding things, and if you're not magically good at finding things, really just you're good at hitting things while other people find things, and you're good at doing that in a weird secret way, and I learned how to do that a little bit, and someone I trusted sent me undercover into the Boromars.
Ah, you're doing undercover work. Not a stranger.
And I still don't know what happened or how it happened, but somehow the Boromars figured out who I was, and my family thought I'd betrayed them to the Boromars.
No.
Everyone wants.
Yeah, that sounds to me that sounds like there was, someone, a middleman, so to speak. Yeah. So
One person knew
who'd want to set you up? I wonder.
I know who, I just don't know why.
Oh. The plot thickens, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
At this
real-
point, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, real thick.
Real thick. Huh. Seems I had you all wrong. And it's a flap. The front door is
Yeah.
a flap, right?
Yeah, it's just a flap, yeah.
So I just part the flap and gesture. I'm assuming by then we get to the.
Oh yeah, no, because you got there and then you kind of stopped for this
Stopped.
last
Oh,
part of
okay,
the
gotcha.
conversation.
Okay, all right. So yeah.
As we walk in, I'll be behind Taryn. Like if anyone's looking, they'll see me like.
I was letting you in, so I was parting the flap.
Still making face.
Yeah,
She makes a face and she's like, she's like
How Sarah's you see Ro making that face as she walks in.
I think me and Steele are either sharing a cup of tea, but also, I don't know, we're playing with the Dudrix Cube. We're going over
Okay.
some notes on different mechanic things.
Yeah.
So we're just having chats and see him come in and they say, and there goes my quiet evening.
I'm gonna take the dagger out and.
Yeah, seems like our old friends. Well, I said this already, but seems like our old friends might be coming for a visit soon. I said it outside with Ro, and no one.
One more time, in case there's anyone that didn't hear it.
Well, everybody that needs to hear is hearing it. So.
Oh, but just in case, because you already said it twice.
Well, it's third time's a charm, hey? I understand. I get you. I got you.
So
And I say it again.
Echo, you're actually kind of awake at this point. Like your mom.
my eyes
is
are closed, but I'm just like
yeah.
hearing everything.
So
Yeah,
like your mom is out cold. She's sleeping.
Okay.
But because you're kind of cuddled up with her a little bit,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
still at this point you're still
Aware.
kind of conscious. Yeah. Because you guys did sleep for a good portion of the day.
True.
But
So I'll try and gently get out of my mom's arms and then walk over to the group and be like, who wait, what did Tyrion say? He said it a second time, right?
Yeah.
I said it a second.
Like,
Technically
"Can you say
3
that third
times. It seems like our old friends are here, are gonna be making a visit soon. Got it that time? Great.
Mhm.
I don't think we'll be able to stay here long, if even at all.
I don't know that anywhere else is gonna be secure. I mean, they know we're here. Where else can we go?
I was thinking maybe away from the kid's mother.
Fortunately, Echo, Deborah Mars, no evil is your mother, and I have never known the Boromars to leave family out of these sort of situations.
I look to Ro. I just glance over to Ro when he says that.
I'm pointedly not looking at him.
Can I make Sorry. It just like because after hearing that, seeing the dagger, I'm gonna try. Can I make a history check on the Boromars? Have been in the news before, and like certain things that I've heard about them in passing and different stuff like that. These machines that attacked us, does that seem within the realm for Boromars, or does that seem more advanced than what Boromars normally utilize?
Go ahead, give me a history.
Sure. 18.
So this is far beyond what you're aware that the Boromars are capable of doing. So, kind of thinking back on things, the things that attacked you this evening seem a lot more in line with the current Warforged threat than anything you've ever heard the Boromars using.
Yeah, this is. So I will relay that just as I'm kind of in thought and say, while the Boromars may be a lingering threat, whatever these were is far beyond them, mechanically speaking. Is ruthless? I am not sure, but I believe this is possibly a gift from our friend in the Mournlands, which I do not know if that terrifies me more or less.
With the dagger? No. Well,
What do you suggest I do with my parents? I mean, if you're saying that they're not known to spare family.
I think that the Boromars are powerful. I think the Boromars have a lot of influence. I also believe that we have an audience with the head of a Dragonborn house tomorrow. And regardless of how strong the Boromars might be, to move directly against a house leader is a very daunting task to take. So perhaps we can hear him out. I imagine he is approaching us for a job of some kind. He offered us by our name, which we should probably think about getting monogrammed, I imagine, sometime. But if we hear him out, perhaps he can offer some protection in as part of payment.
Sounds like a plan.
There are few places that I think are safer than a Gold Dragon Inn. They have stood the test of time for a reason. Perhaps though, I know we have rested before, but perhaps try to get some sleep. Hopefully, perhaps we can get back onto a normal sleep schedule now that we can see the sun again.
Sounds nice.
I will put a hand to Echo and say, yeah, we will keep her safe, and look at her. Do you mind if I try something, Echo?
Sure.
I'm going to sit down next to the fire. I'm going to pull out my notebook and look through certain passages that I have on prayer.
Okay.
Put my holy symbol on the ground in front of us. I will begin to read some certain passages, and as I do, my symbol begins to glow, and I touch. I ask you. This will require your help as well. And I reach for your hand.
Give my hand.
I'm gonna hold it on mine. And as I continue this ritual prayer, I am going to cast the spell Find Kin.
Okay. So, for those that are not familiar with it, can you please give a brief synopsis of what Find Kin does?
Sure. Find Kin, for friends watching, is a Kobold Press spell. Check them out. They're amazing. I have access to them. But the spell reads as follows. You touch a willing creature or make a melee spell attack against an unwilling creature. If the target fails a wisdom saving throw, you learn the identity, appearance, and location of one random creature selected, of one randomly selected living relative of the target. A creature can choose to automatically fail this saving throw, which, with the hand rest, I hope that's what that means.
Okay. So do you resist, Echo?
No, I don't resist. I happily help out.
Okay. So as you complete your ritual, you get the image in your head of a fairly tall looking shifter. Looking very you can see some paternal symmetry between this individual and Echo. And kind of reaching out, you estimate that you can see this person currently locked in a cage in a dark area. And you get the estimation that it's roughly about 50 miles or so away from you, located somewhere at the bottom of Lake Sear.
I think like at the closing of the prayer, my hand like clenches yours and my eyes like kind of do that white glaze over in almost like a prophetic state where it's just like and like just glowing white eyes as I just like am taken back and then see everything and then
What did you see?
I think I saw your father.
Is he okay? Do you know, where is he?
He appears to be alive. He appears to be in danger. And then I'll relay and I'll like ask and stuff like, he looked like that, is taller than you. I am not entirely sure, but he appears to be trapped somewhere under Lake Sear.
Do you know, like, who could have trapped him? Was there any other clues?
I'm sorry, this is what I have seen.
I just like pull him to hug him, like, thanks for at least confirming that he's okay, and yeah.
I hug back and say, this is why we came, and I'll grip tight on the back.
Yeah, just.
Okay. And then I'm gonna actually put it here on the map for you.
Sure.
So you all can see. I gotta make sure I'm showing it. There we go. So right now, just from the quick estimate that you can get, you think he's located somewhere around there.
Sure.
Towards the bottom of the lake. Like I said, roughly 50 miles or so off the coast.
When you say bottom of the lake, you mean south?
No.
Not like...
No. I mean like under the water.
Oh, okay.
Under the lake.
Right. Just, I wanted to make sure for Echo's sake.
Yeah. Yeah, no, not the south. I would have said the southern shore.
When after Halceres does like the spell and he
Yep.
tells Echo about about her dad, I kind of in a sort of whisper but out loud, I say, I think he can. I wonder if he can use that to find my daughter. I'm not speaking to anyone specifically, but I say it out loud.
Eyes get real wide.
Do we know that you have a daughter? We do, right? Like
Should.
we've heard
I
it.
think so.
we
I
heard
think
it in the
you've
dream,
said.
right?
Yeah, you have told everybody about it. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, everybody was in that dream too.
Yeah, it was in a dream.
Yeah.
Carson told us.
Yeah.
I kind of looking at you from the side because I'm still seated in the dirt. You are welcome to pray with me. I will extend a hand to you.
What the hell? And I grab his hand. Sure.
Okay.
I
So you go through
I go through the ritual again, tracing the things, and then I hold out my hand and say, if you are willing, reach it out.
All right.
You gotta take it. You gotta take it.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
His hand's all clammy.
I'm grabbing your hand.
Okay.
Yes.
So-
Here's my warlock deal.
So the 10 minutes of the ritual goes by, and at the culmination of your ritual, Halceres, you look and you see the surroundings are a tavern. There's a few patrons kind of that are all blurred out. You can't really make them out. And another large blurred figure sitting next to what you see to be a young elven woman. Maybe being familiar with elves, hasn't quite reached the age of 100. Left side of her head is completely shaved with white hair combed over to the right that comes down to about shoulder length, covering her right eye. It's just her hair is stark white.
She cool.
Ooh,
Kind of a darker complexion. You notice she's got her one eye that is visible is green, and you can kind of make out some of the similarities between her and Taryn. And with estimation, you think that she is probably maybe about 300 yards away from you. In the direction of the Gold Dragon Inn and Tavern, located right here in Gatherhold.
Yep, I think that's like before it's all prophetic, kind of like how it was before, and like I see this thing, and then like that last bit of the information is like how far it is away, and it's almost like a fantasy Google Earth pan, and it's just like zoom in, like map questy, like, and then I come out of it like so
do I see all of this, or is just Halceres?
No, only Halceres sees this. Only Halceres sees it. I don't think it shares.
Nope, it's just me.
Yep, just you. Yep.
So how quickly were you hoping to jump into this new father role?
What do you mean?
She's here.
She's here. And I look around the room. She's here. I'm not really looking around the room, but I'm just like looking around.
She's almost yelling.
She appears to be here in Gatherhold. Yes. A pub, which I mean, the only pub here in Gatherhold is the Gold Dragon Inn.
Oh, that. Are you sure? Are you positive? Yeah, absolutely sure.
All right. Hey, she looked quite like you. I believe so. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Not sorry. Happy. She's here.
Sorry.
Sorry. This
not
is
sorry.
a lot.
I,
This is a
I-
lot to
I kinda
process
just-
all of a sudden.
Yeah, I just like walk over to like I just sit down somewhere. I walk over to like a crate or something and just sit down. I haven't blinked since he said she's here. I haven't blinked. So I just sit down on a crate and I am dumbfounded. Very confused on the.
So you're dumbfounded and confused by the news that she's here and gather hold. And we're going to go ahead and give you a week to ponder that, as this is actually a good place for us to go ahead and stop for the evening.
Heck
All
yeah.
these family members just popping through, you know?
Gather
As
Hold's
if
the
maybe
place to
some of
be.
them, as if maybe some of them found out you were coming here or something.
Or something.
Gee, how did they know?
I don't know.
Stalking us?
I mean, you start to become heroes, and your name gets out, and people start to,
Come after you even more.
What if we just do a quick rebrand and say we're the Falling Star Company? So it's like,
Oh,
we
those
get this
other
all
guys?
the time.
No. We get that a lot.
All the time.
Typos
Same.
and whatnot. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
kind of you to think of us, though.
I want to be cool like those guys. There's an art.
I mean, I would not want to, have you all feel left out, not being able to come across your family members. Don't worry, Ro, your family's coming too. It's gonna be a great big family reunion. Everybody's family gets to come and join the fun.
No,
More
thank
like-
you.
More like gather home.
Here we go.
Yeah.
This is
Uh,
ridiculous.
Well,
Ridiculously good.
I don't know.
we're gonna have to wait until next week to see.
Kind of signed up for it. You asked. Like, literally, we could have not found out.
We would have found out either way because we're going to the Golden Dragon. So it's been like, hey, yo.
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Now you have time to
Yeah.
prep.
Yeah, but you got a week to ponder the idea of all of a sudden being thrust into fatherhood to a individual who just a little bit less than 100 years old.
Some punk rock, man. She sounds amazing.
So before we go ahead and hang up for the night and go rate a friend, we got a few announcements to go over with everyone real quick.
If you liked our show, be sure to check out some of the other shows here on the channel. You can check out our friends at the Velkin Weave on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. If you join them, you can join them for the final episode of their story taking place next week. Very exciting. Sad to see him go. And immediately following the Velkin Weave, we have the Mists. They were off this week, but will return. The Mistwalkers have gone on a twisting journey through the mass of interconnecting buildings. Like an IKEA, but worse. 'Cause there's no meatballs.
It could be the endless IKEA, and then you're really in trouble.
Ugh, so much Swedish.
That's creepy. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Games Tavern YouTube channel right now. Subscribing is free, and you don't miss any of the action and access to all the shows and content. Your likes and positive comments on the videos help future adventurers find out about all the shows we got here at the Games Tavern.
Speaking of things we have here at the Games Tavern, a humongous thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring the show. Go to the link in chat to check it out yourself. You can use the code TGTShard20 to get a 20% discount on your DM Pro and other subscriptions.
And with that, we will see you all here at the Games Tavern next week. Stay dirty, everyone.
Ah.
Bye.